Hey John, Scooter, Stephen Key here. Before I answer these two questions that are so important, I want to say thank you, Roger Brown, for finding that post that I did 2 years ago, because I think it's really important. So here it is, everybody. What's, in my opinion, there's two questions that you need the answers to. No matter if you have no matter if you're submitting an idea to a company, if you're going to venture your idea like Jack, or if you submitted it to a contest, it doesn't really matter what you're going to do. There's two questions that you need to have the answers to. And it's basically, hey, number one, my invention, my product, what does it cost? And number two, can it even be manufactured? If you look at all the ideas that are out there, all the patents that are out there, and you wonder why 97% of all these ideas never come to market. And I'll tell you why from my experience. Number one, most people don't understand that they need this information. When your product lands on someone's desk, if it's Edison Nation or some company, it doesn't matter. When it lands, your idea on someone's desk, they're going to ask themselves, hey, how do we do it and what does it cost? And if you don't have that information, you're shooting in the dark. So you need to prepare yourself, right? So how do you do it? How do you get that information? All right, I'm going to show you how, because it's so simple, it's unbelievable. Number one, this is what you want to do. Before you contact some company, though, because you're going to have to call a couple companies. You're not really in the game until you actually pick up the phone. So you're going to have to call a few companies, contract manufacturers, and ask them. You're going to need to show your idea to them and say, look, number one, can you make it? What does it cost? So how do you do that? How do you protect yourself, and how do you get that information? All right, this is what you need to do. First of all, whatever company you're going to call, it's going to be a contract manufacturer. There's that phone again. It drives me out of my mind. Before you call a company, you're probably going to need some type of protection. Use your inventor's journal. Fantastic tool. You can do it. File a PPA. Easy to do for $110. There's some great software. One's from Michael Newstall, Patent Wizard. It's fantastic. You can do it yourself. You'll learn a lot. Have them sign an NDA. They're going to probably want you to sign one anyway. Sign an NDA, file a provisional patent application. It's easy to do. Anybody can do it. And then start to call these contract manufacturers. Who are these guys? It's really simple. Go down to the store, find out where your idea is going to be, call all those companies, right? And ask them, call them up and ask for someone in sales. And guess what? They're going to pick up the phone because they want to sell you something. And talk to them, you've got this idea, you're a product, first of all, you're a product developer, not an inventor. You're a product developer, you've got this great idea, and you'd like for them to quote on 100,000, 500,000, a million pieces. That's right, you want them to quote on your idea so you get an understanding, you have an understanding of what it's going to cost to manufacture it. Now, you have to do a couple things, like I said, a little bit of protection, really easy to do. But number two, you're going to need to send them something. Send them a sell sheet. Roger Brown talks about it. I talk about it. Put together a sell sheet with the benefit statement and a picture and maybe even a drawing of your idea. It can be crude. It doesn't really matter, but you have to give them some idea of what your idea is. But if you have them sign an NDA and you have filed a provisional patent application and you call a guy, a contract manufacturer, in sales and ask them that you would like for them to quote on it, they'll come back and give you an idea. Number one, can it even be made? Number two, and what does it cost? Now realize, those two very important questions is what's going to be in everybody's mind. When your product lands, I don't care who you're showing it to. I don't even care if you want to bring it to market yourself. You need to have that information. There's no guesswork here. You don't need to guess. You need to get that information. Now, how else can you find contract manufacturers? Here's another great trick. Every industry has a trade association. I don't care if it's plumbers, I don't care if it's musical, toys, they all have a trade association. Call that trade association up in your particular category and tell them you're looking for a contract manufacturer to make your product. They will send you a list of all their members. And from that list, you're going to call them, show them your idea, get a little protection first, and ask them to quote it. Now remember, you have to be professional. You need a nice sell sheet, maybe a logo, maybe a business card, maybe even a even maybe something that has, like, I'm in business, I'm the real deal. Make sure when they call you back on your phone, you don't have kids screaming in the background. You've got to be professional at this, but you can do it. Find out. Now make sure you don't send this over to China, places like that, because that's a little wild, wild west, especially at the very beginning. Get a hold of those contract manufacturers, show them your idea, get a little bit of protection, find out, number one, can it be made and at what cost? And then you'll have that information. So when you send it to a company, you'll know that if your product fits in a certain category, that all the products sell for $19.95 and yours is going to be manufactured at $19.95, which means that retail would probably be $50, $60. It's never going to work in a million years. Save yourself some time, energy, get that information. It's all out there. It's easy to do. Get those 2 questions answered, and you're on your road to success. Thank you, John. Thank you, Scooter. Thank you, Roger Brown. Hi, Stephen Key. I'm out.